Are we on? Yes, we are on. I should certainly hope so. Hello, everyone. Come one, come all, come in general. This is TopNotAnalysis, your favourite your favourite video atheist. Sorry. Okay, I just have to put on the game title. Final. Oh wait, no. New Frontier. There we go. Hello everyone! This is TopNotAnalysis, your favourite YouTube video essayist reviewer talkie man on the YouTubes, Reddits, Tickety Talks, and Tumblrinos, and it has been a little while since, well, it's not been that much of a little while, but it has been a more than not at all a while since I've done this, and yeah, I also want to be able to, pardon me, I also want to be able to grind more on the Fortnite, so I thought, you know what, I don't want to leave this series off on a cliffhanger. I want to finish this season, and then I'll do the next season some nebulous time after I've sorted out some other things.
Everyone hold back. Let Javi and I clear out these walkers.
Oh, say no more, big boy. Whack!
Good to go. Let's move.
Again, you're... never mind, yeah. I've said my piece about David in the last episode.
Okay, bud.
When I was little, Dad used to ask me what I wanted to be when I was a man. And I'd point at him. He always liked that. I thought he was such a great guy. It would always make him smile. Every time.
Okay, I wish I said something. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, not bad, Kate.
Never be like your uncle. He told me that all the time. Don't be a man who relies on other people to solve your problems. Because then you're not a man at all.
Okay, that's some bullshit. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, never mind, yeah. Well, I mean, still some bullshit.
He was right. Not anymore though, Javi. I can only hope I grow up to be like you. So, here's hoping.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It means a lot.
Sorry I never really said it before. I should have.
Really, thanks a million.
You're welcome, a million.
You
You took such good care of me. Now we need to take care of Dad. He's the one that needs...
Okay, I feel like this moment, at least from the perspective of my playthrough, is coming a little bit out of nowhere. But also, no, not necessarily, actually, because, I mean, up until now, Gabe has been very sporadic in terms of being good with me and being a dingus, but... yeah, but at the same time, now that Javi has started eating his face, and, you know, and him realizing what party he voted for, then, yeah, no, I suppose it does make sense, so yeah.
their help.
We're gonna have to go around the side.
There's barely any room.
Well, no time to waste. Come on.
Yeah. Underlay, yo.
I didn't think there was much that could scare me anymore. And yet, here we are. Just goes to show you.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Life is full of surprises.
Fear is the coffee of emotions. It wakes you up, keeps you sharp. Can be your friend if you let it.
Oh, see, you're already on the other side. Ain't no risk of you falling off. It's cool.
Take my hand!
Oh! Sweet baby G-spots. Ooh, now I'm getting some stuff.
Thanks, Trip. That was...
What? No, no.
Fuck you, fuckstick! Son of a goddamn! This ain't nothing. Once we're back on the ground, that's when this shit's really gonna get scary. Got a bad feeling. Good lord. It's nasty down there. Can't even describe it.
You just saved my life. I mean, thanks, Trip. I'm glad you have my back.
Lucky catch. That's all.
Yeah. I like Trip. Trip is a pretty cool dude.
We have to get across.
Crisscross with the pumpkin sauce. What?
I know Gabe doesn't see it, but David really is trying to look out for him. He's not doing the best job, but no one gives you a rule book to raise a kid.
And they sure as shit don't.
There's just one thing I don't get, though. Did David really think he was helping AJ by letting him go? Why did he stop guarding him?
Parenting isn't easy. You give them all you got, they tell you it's not enough, but you love the little shits anyway. Come on, you must have learned that too.
I did. That's what makes it even harder to understand, though. After you put in all that work, so much of your heart.
AJ was a brat.
Just
You
like
lived with me
someone
after we
else.
kicked you out, Clem. I'd already raised 2 kids. Thought it'd be a piece of cake. Not with that tyrant.
Is that why you gave him away?
We had a bad winter. Destroyed every crop we had. I couldn't leave Richmond. And AJ couldn't stay in Richmond. I gave AJ to Lingard and told him to do whatever he had to save his life. I miss that brat. Never asked Lingard about it again. Though I've wanted to. Often.
I'll bet the little brat misses you too. Both of you.
Yeah. I guess.
It wasn't easy, Clem.
Yeah.
Remember, far as I knew, I'd already lost 2 children. Wasn't any easier with number 3.
It's never easy.
I'm gonna keep you alive. Keep all of us alive. And hope that that's enough. Enough for atonement.
We're all abandoned one way or the other eventually. I guess AJ's no different.
Can always make more. I like you, Miguel. Yeah. Although that also begs the question, though. Because, I mean, yeah, because Dave was so wrapped up in himself, you know, and being a bad leader on top of that, or at least an ineffective leader, that is like, did he really not want to get some? I mean, yeah, I mean, Ava was right there, and I mean, granted, he didn't have to be Ava specifically, but because Ava is the only main other character we know who has an established relationship with him, then it's like, yeah, well, I mean, you know, she's strong, she's independent-minded, she's a bit of an army girl in her own way, so, you know, I could see puppet crazy Dave liking that. Yeah, but yeah, whatever, it's cool. Yeah. What? 17 years?
After 8.5. What the hell happened here? No way we're jumping across that.
The Gap. The Limited. Shopping on Amazon. Well, okay then.
You're not thinking.
It's that or go back.
I mean, maybe try hoinking yourself on it from a safe
We should go
distance.
lightest to heaviest. That way it won't break on the first swing.
I'll go first, Clem.
Get a long run up, but not too long. If you take too many quick steps, you'll propel yourself upward instead of out.
Okay.
David, he's got this.
She's right. I do.
Okay, I mean, I don't think that was overreaching. I think that was just making sure he knows how to do this shit he's never done before. Ah, good one. Ooh.
Come on, Clem. Your turn.
Hey, Swingle McDingle Bingles, mate.
For the record, I do not trust this thing. Not at all. It's one thing for the kids to swing across, but us?
You've got this. I've seen you do things that are way scarier.
Okay. I can do it.
Alright. I don't know. There's gonna be such an easy area for her to die. Or anyone else to die. Let me guess, me and Javi.
You're up.
Or me and David.
Brother. You should go first. Oh, you're definitely lighter.
Aw, come on, you know the drill. Age before beauty.
You fucker.
Yeah, I had to get him at that one. Oh god, Trip's gonna get it, is he?
I'm going last, brother.
Trip, you don't have to.
Just go before I throw you across.
Okay, big man. Oh. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, sweet baby G-spots.
Hobby!
Okay. Okay, maybe I can, Oh my god, how did that get there? Okay, I guess I'll just have to... just wangle and jangle and bow trangle and... make sure no... oh boy! Ha! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on, man.
Okay, come on Nathan, break!
Trip!
It's all right, y'all.
Okay, at least toss the gun over here so that...
Shit.
We should go back for him.
How? Don't be fucking thick. I can handle this.
Oh,
Shit.
damn it all.
Trip!
Don't give up!
Oh my god.
We gotta try. We can't just leave him.
Y'all head out now. I don't want you seeing this.
None!
No, dude!
Motherfucker!
Trip! No!
Ah!
He went out fighting.
I'm also just realizing some very unfortunate foreshadowing in the man's name, because that's how he died! Jesus Christ! How did I not see that one coming?
I hope I do too.
I'm sorry about friend, Javi. He seemed like a good guy. Kind of guy you want on your side in a fight. It's priceless.
Come on.
He didn't die on camera, so I'm going to believe he made it out alive. You know what? Yeah, that is like the unspoken rule of a lot of zombie or, you know, or like drama stories. Like, no body, no confirmed death. So, yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah. Yeah, like, maybe the walkers broke his fall, who knows?
I miss when all we did was track the herd. From a safe distance.
We need to get down there. We're not getting anywhere without one of those vehicles.
It's not like we can just ask all those walkers to move out of the way.
How about we make some noise and distract them? We could use that generator.
That's a great idea, Gabe.
When'd you get so smart, Gabe? You really aren't the same kid I remember. I'm impressed, really.
Oh, what can I say? Taught him well.
Oh my god, Javi, really?
I mean, yes, really. I spent, like, a number of years with the boy that you didn't even bother to look for, so yeah. Screw you, David.
Hey, Dad. He's right.
We still gotta get to the generator somehow.
Cut a walker open and cover yourself with its guts. Then you can slip right through them. What?
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
So, who's gonna do it? Javi, you've been willing to do some crazy stuff for me before. I know shooting Conrad wasn't easy, but it showed me I can always depend on you.
Of course, Clem.
Look, it smells really bad, like way worse than you think.
Oh boy. Well, okay then.
You'll do.
Yeah. Come to Papa, big boy. Oh. Oh boy.
Okay. You could do this, Javier.
Oh boy. Right in the chesticles.
Oh, God. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks.
Oh boy.
Do you just literally eat shit all day long? Is that why you smell so bad?
Oh boy.
Okay. That better be enough.
On the face too, like, it really shouldn't have overdone it, but whatever, it's cool. Reach the generator without alerting the muertos. Oh god damn. Okay. Yes, I am the Zomboner of Christmas, past, present and future. So therefore, I would like to do the thing, the lady thing, the wild thing. Oh boy, that could have gone very badly. Good thing it didn't, because I am wang-jangling it, mate. Oh, one of the Michonne ones. Haha. Oh my sweet baby Jesus, they are ugly as sin. Not in the fun way. How can one be ugly in a fun way? That don't make any sense, man. Are you really that horny that you actually forgot the ability to make funny senses? Anyway.
Now that we're here, we gotta find something to seal the breach with. All we need is the right vehicle. Oh, that's not gonna do the job, man.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
The right thing. I'm leaving. We're all leaving.
What? And going where? You saw it yourself. We're surrounded by the herd.
I'm taking my family out of here. You helped keep them safe, Clem. You're coming too. Let's go. Everyone. We can't wait around.
This is bullshit, David.
We can't split up. We're dead if we do.
Then we don't split up. We protect each other like family.
This all started the day we knocked on Richmond's door. We brought this on these people, all of us. We can't abandon them. Not after what we've done.
We're going home, Kate. Back to...
Okay, I mean... No, I don't think we're responsible for this. If anything, we're responsible for this insofar as we tried to fix it, and Dave, being a bad soldier as well as an ineffective leader, kind of fucked it over for us in the long run. Not to mention, you know what, yeah, like, under normal circumstances, I would say, yeah, Dave, let's just get out of here and fuck the rest of those people because they tried to kill us. But also, I'm only going to stay here insofar as, well, maybe David will feel guilty enough to actually step up and be a better man if he goes through all this. So, fair enough.
The last place we were a family. We're starting over. We're all together again. Finally.
Dude.
It's time. All of us. A new day, a new life.
But what about here, man?
That is crazy talk, though, just to clarify. Like, you know, like, methinks fluffing David would be good, not good, but methinks he's probably read too much of The Great Gatsby. Yeah, I haven't read The Great Gatsby, but I know by reputation that it... Actually, no, I haven't read The Great Gatsby, but I did see a really cool play of it. And, like, yeah, like, tangent time, this will be, like, a little, I'll put 23 minutes on the thing, but, like, yeah, so, little story time relating to something. I bring up The Great Gatsby because basically part of the plot of that story is that this guy who reunites with his long-lost love after many years of being apart, and he tries to pick up where things left off as if nothing happened, and he slowly realizes that you can't spend your whole life chasing the past, and as if, you know, as if lost time hasn't affected people. And Harvey is basically doing that right now, because he really thinks that his wife does... I mean, he thinks that his wife loves him, despite the fact that all those years ago, he didn't even need me macking on his wife in order to... You know, in order to do... You know, in order to really show him up. And also, yeah... Kate literally said, I would rather go out against zomboners than stay another second with my slightly dickish husband. Which, again, would be interesting if there was some reveal as to whether or not David was actually more abusive than we know. I don't think it's going to go that far outside of him just being a massive cockwomble towards his grandfather and us specifically. But, yeah... No, yeah, it feels like it's put on the kiddie gloves ever so slightly. But yeah, back to The Great Gatsby. Yeah, like, a long time ago when I was, like, 17, there was this play of The Great Gatsby, and the way it was set up was that, everyone had to dress in the style of the time. In fact, I have a picture of myself, on my Instagram. I may or may not flash it up on on the shorter moment version of this situation. But yeah, like, I dressed up in like a 1920s style, like, gold waistcoat and a nice hat and everything, and and I looked pimped up like the Great British Blimp Up. And the way this play worked was that you would go in with like the whole group of people who were there to watch it, and then the characters would fuck off and do their own plots at some points. So like sometimes they'd all conglomerate inside the big ballroom, and other times the different characters would split up with different chunks of the audience. And I specifically went away from the chunk with my parents at the time, so the stuff that I saw was different from the stuff that they saw, and it was all very engaging. And there was also like a nice role-playing moment where I got to talk with one of the characters, with one of the actors in character about film, about 1920s cinema. So yeah, that was some good shit. Moving on.
Make Richmond our new home. Richmond is gone, Javi. I'm not gonna let the people I love die trying to save a dead dream.
I'll go with you, Dad.
Gabe!
He's my father, Clem. I'm sorry, but he really...
Okay, yeah, no. Fuck you, Gabe! I mean, I'm glad you're out of my hair, but no, you're just being very flip-floppy. Because, yeah, I thought your whole thing, like, literally earlier in this episode was about how, oh, Javi, like, taught me things, and he was very helpful even when you weren't there, and I used to want to be like you, but now I want to be like Javi. Yeah, no, this is why I wanted to leave his ass in the first place. So yeah, you know what, Gabe? If Crazy Puppet Dave wakes up one day, then yeah, good for you,
They wouldn't understand.
Think this over, buddy.
Gabe, is this what you really want?
I know it's scary out there, but I have to.
You don't have to be afraid, Gabe. I won't let what happened to Mariana happen to you.
You literally let what happened to Mariana happen to her. I mean, it was by inaction and stupidity, but again, not a very good leader. So yeah.
My word, I will protect you the right way.
That's fucking bullshit, David. She was lucky to have us. At least we were actually around to raise her.
Javi, just... stop.
Stop what, Gabe? Stop spitting facts that you don't like because it hurts your feely-wheelies? Well, guess what, nerd? I like saying things. And more specifically, I like saying things that are very much true. Specifically, the fact that your own dad didn't even bother to step foot out of his little, like, social project. Yeah, no. Just no. He's an absentee landlord! And father, but that's beside the point.
This is what I want.
I understand, Gabe. I'm still going back. I won't be able to live with myself if I don't try to help the people in Richmond.
You won't be able to live at all if you do that. Richmond is compromised. It doesn't matter if there were 5 of us trying to save it or 500. We'd all die. I know a losing battle when I see one. We're moving out. Everybody get in. That's an order.
Oh!
How fucking dare you? What will it take, David? What will it take to show you that you do not get to do that? We are not your soldiers. Run away home. Be a deserter. I am done with you.
Yes! 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 Oh, baby! Harder! Yeah! Hit me, baby, one more time! I have been waiting for that! Thank you! Thank you very much! Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kate, I've really been taking the piss out of you for being too much of a coward to say shit to Dave, and now you have, and it feels quite nice. So, yeah.
Go, Javi.
Why the fuck do you think he would go with you?
Oh boy. I literally slathered my face in Walker guts. I hope she doesn't catch something from that.
Tell him.
You tell him.
What's this?
Javi! David, I thought you were dead. We were together in that van for years, David. I mean, years! You shouldn't be so surprised.
I should have known. I should have known the night Pa died.
This is where David tells you that he is the Baywatch killer. What? What? The Jesus Christ? Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
The night you weren't there. Blood is worthless to you, just like he was to you, just like I am to you. Well, it's time for you to finally learn what blood really means.
David!
Dad!
Oh, okay, let's fisticuff it,
You
mate.
have to say for yourself, brother.
David! Stop it!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Jesus Christ, stop!
Bastard!
Oh, you think you're
not
top
taking my
shit?
family from me.
David, no! If you stop!
Yeah, no, not both of us. He started this shit.
Guys, stop! That's enough! Both of you, stop!
Okay, I am not going to let myself get kennied right now. Whoa, boy. Oh, another one. Yeah, no, I am not getting myself get kennied in either way.
Oh
Jesus,
God,
man.
David, no!
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Ooh.
Holy shit!
You know what show that is from? Oh, I'm assuming Baywatch. I haven't seen Baywatch, but I know of it by reputation. Specifically, it was the old show with the red bikini lifeguards, and sometimes people wanked to it, I guess. Before the days of, of the internet polographies, let's say. Oh boy.
Javi!
David!
Okay, fuck you!
What the hell is he doing?
Okay, yeah, the only reason I'm upset with David right now is that he didn't stick around so that I could beat his face a little more. I can understand that, especially with the slow-mo shot, but nah, it's from Dexter. Okay, yes, I have also heard of Dexter by reputation. I guess, okay, side tangent about Dexter, like, I mean, not to suck off other YouTubers too much, but in one of my Fortnite Let's Plays, I went on a large tangent about a dude called Ruger Rabid, who's, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy who says the funny things, and, specifically, he recently made a video called, which, I think, oh, no, this wasn't the Dexter one, this was, okay, so he makes like fictional survival challenge videos, like which fictional martial artist would survive John Wick, or you know, or which fictional video game shooter universes could survive the Doom invasion, or that sort of thing. And one day he made a video series about a show called Oz, which is a HBO drama set in a prison, and the way he described that show was really interesting. And as part of one of those challenge series videos, he said he did an analysis of would Dexter survive Oz, to which he said probably not, because Dexter is like a crime analyst for, I want to say, the police or the FBI, and in the show of Oz, whenever they have a separate wing for cops and law people, because if they were sent to the Oswald Penitentiary Prison, then they would instantly kill any cops, and yeah. And yeah, I'm very, very interested to check out that show eventually. Like, yeah, it sounds like some good shit. Yeah, moving on.
David took him. We can't wait any longer. We have to go help Richmond.
Faux
I'm getting on
shizzle.
that bulldozer.
But Gabe!
Gabe wanted to go. He did. We
Yeah.
all heard it.
Yeah, screw Gabe.
You're right.
I'm going to save Richmond. Someone has to.
I'm with you, Javi. We can go after Gabe on that motorcycle or go help Kate on the bulldozer. Wherever you go, I go.
We're out of time.
Javi, I'm sorry. I've been here before, more than once. It's not gonna end well for everyone. You have to decide.
Yeah, no, this is a very
I
easy
know
choice.
Don't worry about me, Javi. I'll be okay.
I can't let Kate go by herself. It's too dangerous. I'm going with Kate to save the city.
Come on,
What
Clem.
about you, Clem?
Like I said, I'm with you, Javi. Let's go save Richmond.
Hell
Go
yeah.
after Gabe.
Then we go after Gabe. If we don't die first.
Do we have to? Got
If
the
we're gonna
second
drive
best
into the
ending.
herd,
Ah, good to
we're
know.
gonna need these.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go Rambo on their ass. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, I'm so terribly sorry. I forgot. I'm pausing so abruptly, but I also forgot to send this over to my friend. So yeah, I guess. Okay, so while I'm getting up the YouTubulars and sending stuff over, yeah, I guess. I mean, what else is there? What on earth else could there possibly be? Maybe something about Dexter. I do distinctly remember having some other thought about Dexter, but I've lost my train of thought, which seems to be something that's happened recently a lot. Like, I guess. You know, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my day. Why on earth not? Earlier today, I do security part-time at various venues, and it is quite enjoyable. Well, I say it's quite enjoyable. It is quite manageable. And, yeah, and the people were really nice, and at the end of my shift, there was a gentleman lightly flirting with me. And yeah, I mean, I'm not into that, but, well, I say I'm not into that. I'm not into dudes, but I was quite flattered, so fair enough. Moving on.
Well, there's a happy sight. Can you help us get the gate open?
Almost didn't recognize you, Jesus.
Once I got in contact with my
What
people,
the
I headed
Jesus
right
Christ?
back. Had to make sure you folks were safe.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
We'll keep the muertos away. Just get me to the gate so I can open it up.
I got your back, Javi.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're almost there. Javi, busket. Now lift you to the top of the gate.
Busket?
The thing in the front. The scooper thing. Whatever. Get in it.
I'll keep them off you.
Well, okay then. Oh boy. Oh, mashed potatoes! Mashed potatoes on the sea, ladies! Ooh.
Yuck.
Javi, the busket.
Right. Yeah, busket.
Nice of you folks to drop by.
Oh my god, you got a sword and everything. How did you get a sword and everything? Is the reason for Jesus getting a sword explained in the Michonne DLC or something?
I'll have it open in a second. They couldn't just have an open gate button. Okay, never pull that lever again, Javier.
Okay, maybe, that?
Nope.
Maybe a da?
Definitely not.
Da.
You did it, Javi.
Yay.
Bingo.
Let's get inside.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
If we get them in one group, we can lead them right out.
Full steam ahead.
Full speed ahead. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I got mashed up.
Try the other setting.
Ooh.
Piling up on the thing. The busket.
Oh.
Shit, I'm empty.
Here, take over.
Well, okay then.
Let's plug the brakes with the damn truck.
Careful, YouTube might consider you're singing a war cry. Well, to which I say, wow! Good God, y'all! Sorry. So yeah.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yahoo! Oh. Okay, time to get topsy-turvy on this bish.
Fingers crossed.
Crisscross like applesauce. Oh. And away we go.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Jesus, over here. We need to round up these walkers. Head them towards the gate.
Welcome back.
I thought we were coming back to, well, not to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little surprising, that's all.
I'm just glad you didn't give up on us. Real glad.
I gave you my word.
Javi, we have to go after Gabe. These guys can take care of the rest of the walkers.
Go, Javi. I'll help out here.
Okay.
Let's go, Clem.
I really wish there was an opportunity to just let Gabe and Dave fuck off. But like, yeah, but whatever, it's cool, you know. I like Clem, so I'll do it for her. Even if I do very much intensely want to avoid Clem and Gabe touching lips at all costs. So yeah. Oh boy, this looking like the ending to The Last of Us Part 2. Or rather, I should say the first half of The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, dude, no.
What? Oh. Oh, that's a bit anticlimactic. Although I imagine if you went to go to Dave, then he'd probably, you know, fluffing. I guess there'd probably be a chance to save him, I guess. What?
Please, no. No.
I tried to stop him, Javi. That's when we crashed.
God damn. David!
He fought for me, Javi. Until they... But I couldn't. There were so many. I fucked up. After everything you taught me. It really hurts. Really bad.
Easy, buddy. Don't worry about any of that now. I'm here for you.
You always...
Yeah, I didn't want to say you didn't fuck up, because you clearly did. You brought this upon yourself, but as much as I very much dislike Gabe, I don't think he deserved to die. Smash cuts to whatever clips from the last episode were there of me straight up saying, you know what, I don't care if you get turned, go for it, dude. Which, I mean, yeah, Jesus, that is sad. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, well, yeah, wow, it's actually sad. Yeah, wow, it is actually sad, my goodness. Moving on.
Have been.
No, Gabe! No!
Do me a favor, Glenn.
Gabe, no!
Take my cards.
What?
My playing cards. Grab them. TJJ Euchre. Okay?
Okay.
Jesus. Okay, fine. I won't cock block you, okay? I know that's the last thing I should be thinking about, but okay.
Be strong, Gabe. For whatever comes next.
Yeah.
I will.
You'd better. Bye, Gabe.
Bye, Glenn. Give me your gun, Javi. I don't want to turn into a muerto.
Gabe, I don't know if I can let you do that to yourself.
And I can't make you guys do it for me. Just give me the gun. Hurry. Javi, you have to hurry.
Okay. One last act of
Okay,
goodwill,
Gabe.
then.
Here you go.
You may not be my father, Javi, but you are a great dad. Please, walk away. I don't want you to see this.
Okay.
Bye, Javi.
Bye, buddy. I love you.
I love you too. I'll say hi to Mariana for you.
Jesus, man. Ah. Fuck me. Wow. Damn. Oh, just 3 days later, wow. Ah. A damn trip too.
I'm glad you helped me, Javi. But I can't stop wondering how things might be different if you hadn't. Maybe Gabe wouldn't be with Mariana right now. He deserved better, Javi. Better than us. Gabe. Mariana.
This wasn't our fault. This was David.
It was all of us.
No the fuck it was not, lady. You know, again, I was out here teaching Gabe all of the right lessons to the point that he said he looked up to me. And despite all of that, he still decided to go with the guy who he has known for less time than he has been alive, compared to myself, the dude who has been looking after him since the post-apocalypse. So yeah, no, I do not think it was a both sides issue, lady. I think this is an issue of David trying and failing to raise his son properly, combined with him also being a bad soldier and a bad leader. Although, you know what, I will say this though. Like, I keep harping on, oh, here's all of these clues that David is bad at his job. Here's these clues that David is a bad leader or a bad soldier or whatever. In hindsight, I think that makes sense. And it might have actually been intentional. Because, I mean, because the thing with Javi is that, oh, Javi used to be a star baseball player, and then one day he sucked. You know, he just started to suck at the thing he loved. So, with that in mind, like David sucking at the thing that he cares about, being a soldier, kind of makes sense. Yeah, probably not intentionally, but it might have been intentionally. Best one is where Gabe and Kate lived. GG, my man. Good stream. Enjoy your content so far. Peace. Yeah, no worries. Take care, Miguel. Stay cool. Yeah. Yeah. I guess... Yeah. I guess... You know what, yeah, like, again, I keep making a big song and dance about how much Gabe sucks, but no matter how much Gabe sucks, I at least don't mind if he gets better, or at least I care a little bit if he gets better. Yeah. Whereas with David, I mean, the only reason I didn't tell him to jump was because I didn't want to kill him unless he started getting froggy with me. Which, granted, he does often, but, yeah, like, yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, like, Dave is a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man who still occasionally uses his, like, self-importance and abuse as an excuse to be a dick and get away with it by saying he loves you afterwards. Like, you know, like Again, like, I've seen the Innuendo Studios video about Kenny. Everything he said about, like, the relationship between Clementine and Kenny being a metaphor for, like, an abuser and an abusive the abused person and the abusive stepfather, that shit is like tacks on it even more accurately to the themes of this story, because except the roles are reversed, where the abusive one is the blood father and the non-abusive one is me, the player. So yeah, so I mean, if there is some version of this story that has David make it out alive in the end, I don't know how I would feel about that. Not unless his character actually did a full 180-degree turn on itself. So yeah.
Usually the quiet scares me.
What about now?
There's a lot of work to be done. The herd could come back. Still, though, I feel more calm here than I ever did in an old van on streets with no streetlights. We earned this, Javi. We earned feeling calm in the quiet.
Yeah, man.
Let's start a family. You and me. A fresh start. What do you say? I think it'd be good for us.
You're on.
Ian Rios. Yo! Hello! Don't worry, I didn't pause for you. I was going to comment on the choice that I just made. Okay, Kate really wants to start a family. Honey Boo Boo, if you wanted to do it raw, you could just say so. No need to be coy with me. I am Mr. Single Entendre, if you want some, if you've been missing on the schmeat, then, on this chorizo, then, you have me on speed dial is all I'm saying. But yeah, okay, jokes aside, why did I say that I would be cool with making another family? I mean, partly yes, because the idea of doing things the old-fashioned... I haven't watched or played Walking Dead, lol. Oh, okay, then, you've come in at a very strange time, because, there are 4 seasons, and right now we're on the final episode of the 3rd season. So I apologize in advance if I accidentally spoil some things, but I'll try not to. But yeah, I guess, all read the comics. Oh yeah, fair enough. I haven't read the comics either, but, yeah. I mean, I believe, if memory serves me right, I think the writer for the Walking Dead comics did the Invincible comics, and that's pretty dope. So yeah. Yeah. In fact, I think that was why, in the AMC Walking Dead, there was actually an Invincible Easter egg in the 1st season, long before Invincible became adapted to a TV show, even. My parents are hardcore fans. Oh, cool. Okay, good man. Nice, yeah. For me, in terms of my history with The Walking Dead, I've seen the first 7 or 8 seasons of the TV show, and I also watched Let's Plays of the Telltale Walking Dead games, but specifically only Season 2 and onwards, and so part of me buying this was so that I could play the first season and find out what the fluff I was missing with that part of the story. So yeah. I've read and watched Invincible. Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to future Invincible stuff coming up. So yeah. I haven't read the comics, but again, I've heard things about the comics, and they do sound interesting. They're doing a lot. Yep, I've heard about the live-action shenanigans, and yeah. I mean, yeah. They're like, I'm tentatively looking forward to it. Like, yeah, I guess it depends. Like, if the live-action Invincible thing is just a retelling of Season 1 all over again, then that's a little bit of a shame. But if it does something, like, newish and or maybe interesting, then cool. So, yeah. I guess we'll see. But yeah. Fluffing... What's the name? What's the name of the man? J.K. Simmons! Yes! Side note, like, I mentioned the show Oz earlier, which is a show that has J.K. Simmons in it as a lead character, or one of the lead characters. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, dude has a range. Good for him. You know, I quite admire the man in that regard. Yeah. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. I guess I was going to explain why I told Kate, you know, sure, I'd totally like to start a new family with you. I mean, you know what? Okay, like, here's the thing. Me, IRL, I do not care for children. I specifically became a security guard because I wanted an excuse to escape working with children as a teaching assistant. So, yeah, take that how you will. He'd do good for the live action. They should de-age him with CG, though. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think J.K. Simmons would look the part, you know, I mean, not just look the part, but look and act the part. I mean, not to mention, again, in Oz, he was buff. Like, you know, like, he was really, really fit in that show. So, yeah, I don't know how fit he is now. I've seen some pictures of him today, and he looks quite slim. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, they could literally just put on, like, a Magneto-style buff suit on him, so, yeah. But, yeah. Or at least I think, like, that was what I heard, that apparently J.K. Simmons is, going to be live-action Omni-Man, so, yeah. But, yeah, I'm also interested to see whether or not the famous scene with Anissa happens, because of reasons, so, yeah. I won't take it. No, it's okay. I like conversating and stuff. Like, yeah, no worries. But yeah, where was I? Oh yes, why I chose Kate and told her that I would happily have more family. You know what? I mean, found family is a thing. You know, so, you know, for all I know, maybe in my headcanon, maybe they don't instantly make new babies. Maybe they do some community work and, like, adopt some of the orphaned kids from the attack. The attack that some of them think was our fault for some reason, even though it was clearly David's. And, you know, like, long story short, the reason there was a massive zombie attack that got a lot of people killed was because... I can't imagine... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like... Yeah, this was also my deal with The Last of Us Part 2, that not one but two characters in the game are pregos, and, you know, one of them not even one of them, both of them knowingly so, and still choosing to go into the field of battle. So, I mean, I will say in Dina's case, I like Dina because she was cool, and also it felt more impactful for her because she wasn't out here fighting people up to a certain point. You know, meanwhile with Abby's friend, she had the full belly going on, and, you know, and she was out here shooting people, but yeah, but that's beside the point. Yeah, but yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I am kidding myself. I chose, okay, Kate, if you want, we can start a family. Because, yeah, I wanted to romance Eleanor this whole ass time, and I was a capped man. You know, there were so many options for me to kiss, flirt, or... There were so many chances for me to kiss or flirt with Kate the entire time, and I said no because I had my eyes on somebody else in the game. Then I did some digging and found out that you can't have a romance route with Eleanor, and that you can only hook her up with Trip, the guy who dies by tripping. So yeah. Fuck you! So yeah, with that with that in mind, I think Harvey deserves to get some. Moving on.
Start a family.
You don't think it's selfish? It's not the safest world outside of Richmond. Or inside it, truth be told.
So long as I got you, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, at least it is inside a semi-safe haven. You know, otherwise I'd really have some problems. But if you're sure, you're sure. I'll get pixelated up in here.
We'll be up there before we know it.
Better do something worthwhile in the meantime.
Oh boy. Huh. This is nice.
Heading out?
Hey,
Yes, indeed.
Seuss.
We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad we got it settled. Gotta move on.
I gotta admit, man, you're a fucking badass.
You're a real charmer. You know that? Through and through.
Are you really sure you don't want to stay? There's room.
Oh.
Yeah, there's room in my bed. We was looking for a third anyway. I'm joking.
I'm sure there is, but we got other people depending on us, Javi. Just the way it is. I was worried about you, Javi. About who you are inside. You helped save these people, though. That goes a long way for me. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be, if you let it. Trust me, though. Life within walls is a hell of a lot different than life on the road. Don't take shortcuts like Joan. You gotta do the right thing. Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear. I read people pretty well. Little gift of mine. You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should. For the better. God knows this town could use it.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna step up. Lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Okay, yeah, side tangent on this moment now. Like, in the first season of The Walking Dead, when I was with my own little misfit band of assholes, there was an option for me to try to raise to the station of trying to make myself leader. And the worst thing about... The main thing that I regret about my choices then was that for a lot of my choices I stayed neutral, while also explicitly declining the option to raise to being the leader. And I wish I either chose more singular sides, or Fluffing became leader. And you know what? Now seeing this moment more finalized in that sort of way, it's a good feeling, man. So yeah.
Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
So you're out of here too, huh?
Yeah. It's time. I have to find AJ, Javi. I've waited so long. But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
Oh, hi Ian. Good to be back. Oh my. Oh my god, I'm getting a pain in my chest
I
right
used to
now.
do this for my niece.
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
Were you?
None of your business.
Hahaha.
I have to see AJ, Javi. I have to see that he's okay. Do you think he remembers me? At least a little? Maybe?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe. Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not.
Ah, come on. You're a
I
great
can't
mom.
stop thinking about it.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
Yeah, at least you were a better parent than that child snatcher.
You told me you used to...
Hello, Editor Grimes! Boy, do I have some stories for you! Oh boy! Oh yeah, I'm not sure how much of the stream you've seen so far, but yeah. I went back on my word. I decided... It's a long one. Yeah. Usually, like, most of the episodes are like, usually an hour and a half to 2 hours long, give or take. So, yeah. But yeah, Editor Grimes, brief re-explanation of shenanigans that happened. Upon my discovering that you cannot romance Eleanor outside of one flirtation ship, I decided to rizz up Kate, because quite frankly, David was thinking that ship with or without me, so I might as well swoop in and, and let that fly down, if you know what I'm saying. Oh boy, that was the best double entendre I've made in my life. But yeah, that, and also I let Dave and Gabe go, so they did. And, other than that, everything else went relatively swimmingly.
play baseball.
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up, too.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived.
I had to.
But you loved it. How do you survive that? How? If you really loved it, how?
You get back out there and find something better.
There may not be something better out there.
You won't know until you step outside.
Exactly.
All done.
Oh, we got
Well,
some new hair
how's it look?
swag. Oh. Ah, this is cute. I like this.
You know what? I'll grab your hat.
Oh, your Wi-Fi went to... That's Clementine, right? Yeah, that's Clementine, yes. And, okay, editor, I'll re-explain the things that I was saying very briefly because your Wi-Fi went out. So, yeah. Very quick, like bullet point notes. Number 1, I decided to rizz up Kate because I discovered that you cannot rizz up Eleanor, and also Kate never wanted to be with David ever since we started this anyway. So yeah, I got in there eventually. What else? After me and David fought, I let him and Gabe go, and then because I decided to save Richmond first, they got killed somehow. You know, which to be honest is expected, because I've been saying for most of the game so far, like, David, you're a bad leader and a bad soldier. The fact that you thought this would go well is kind of on you. So yeah. With that said, as much as I heavily dislike Gabe, having to kill the man was quite sad. So, yeah.
I remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal. If I bring AJ back with me, will you teach him too?
You bet. He belongs with you, Clementine. Bring him back.
Hell yeah. Why the hell is Eleanor not romanceable? I don't know! I wish I did. But, yeah, no. Apparently all you can do is flirt with her, or set her up with Trip, the man who dies by doing his namesake. So, yeah. Oh my god, Clem! I love the jacket! It's giving Vi. It's giving Vi Arcane. I'm also looking forward to Arcane. Also, Pit Viper Vi could crush my hopes and dreams, and I would say thank you. Moving on. Later, kiddo. Imagine if they did a game for Invincible just like this. Thought the formula would probably not be received well, considering this has been. Yeah, I mean, oh dear. Oh, sorry, my laptop went out. So if there was more to that comic, then to that comment, then I'm sorry, but yeah, I guess it's hard to... I guess it honestly does depend, though, because, I mean, part of why the Telltale company ended up going down under was because they tried to put the Telltale formula onto a bunch of IP, and then they ended up going bankrupt because not all of them were good. So, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, if they had the right team for it, then, yeah, it definitely... More specifically, I would say it would be really nice to have a game with the Telltale story formula, but mixed with a different game genre. Like, you know, like for example, all of the shooting moments in this game, or all the action moments. It would be really cool if you had, like, a Telltale-style story formula, alongside the gameplay of, say, The Last of Us, or something like that. So yeah, but, you know, lo and behold, not everything under the sun is possible, and also processing power's a bitch, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, would certainly be cool, yeah. Vodka indeed. What a wholesome ending. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, at least, wait, is Gabe okay? Nope! Gabe died because he decided to run away with his absentee landlord instead of the man who has been looking after him his entire life. So, yeah. yeah! It's, yeah! Oh, yeah! Again, there's more episodes to this. There's 5 episodes of this season, and if you went with other options as Clem, she could have saved him. Yeah, I know, but also, personally, I didn't care. You know, David and Gabe wanted to go gallivanting on their own. So personally, if it was up to me, I would have never gone after them in the first place. Even though... Yeah, screw Gabe. Yeah, watching Gabe die was sad, but also screw him, yes. But yeah, your experience with Dave was compassionate. You accepted David's hand after he punched you on the night after your father died. You tried to leave Richmond without David. In his time of need, you stood by David. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. Time for Season 4. Also, if you mess up Season 4, like I did, I cried. I will do Season 4 eventually, don't you worry. This is kinda off topic, but do you watch anime? Yes, I do. Okay, I wish I could... Okay, let me know if my voice is too quiet right now. The reason I'm raising my voice is because the music is sounding a bit too loud on my end. But, yeah, I do watch anime, yeah. Not as much as I used to, but yeah. I really... In terms of the most recent anime that I've seen, fluffing Kaguya-sama Lovers War, JoJo's, the Castlevania series, what else? I'm interested in Dan Da Dan. Haven't seen it yet, but I'm very curious. Do you watch One Piece? I used to watch One Piece, years ago. I watched the anime up to the Silver's Rayleigh arc, when they were in, that bubble town, not long after Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon. So, yeah, yeah. It was a great show, but, yeah, just for whatever reason, I just, ended up losing, you know, losing track of myself and watching other stuff and doing other stuff, so, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, what else? I've also seen, all of Naruto and half of Shippuden. Oof, the story's still ongoing. Yeah, it's still ongoing. Although, apparently, I think Oda said that it's in its final arc, or it's close to its final arc, I think. So, right now. But yeah, One Piece is gargantuan. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, in terms of anime, I've also recently been re-watching the 90s Berserk adaptation with one of my friends who's really into dark fantasy. So yeah. And on another note to that, I very much like analysis videos and stuff. So specifically the videos about Berserk by Super Eye Patch Wolf. That's really good shit. Imagine if they did a One Piece oh god! If they did a One Piece Telltale game, they would basically look like Detroit Become Human with pirates. So yeah. I say like Detroit Become Human in that, like, there's so much of One Piece that if you had, like, multiple what-if scenarios, they would probably have to have Detroit become humans level of, like, alternate options, probably. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. And also Dragon Ball, which, I mean, I guess kind of is the case with Sparking Zero, so yeah. Which, yeah. I want Sparking Zero now! Like, dear viewers, if you want to see me play Sparking Zero, go over to my Patreon. The PS5 and a copy of the game would certainly not go rejected at this time, but also no pressure, obviously. And also I may or may not be getting it for Christmas, maybe. Or my birthday, because my birthday's this month. Sorry if I'm speaking a bit weirdly, I have a slightly blocked nose. If you do know, or will, who will you romance in Season 4? Louis or Violet? Or just be friends with them? I'll tell you this, I do want to romance someone, so, although, yeah, like, as we've been going on throughout the series, my memories of all of the major spoilers have, like, very slightly faded, like, some things are more vivid in my mind than others. All I remember about Season 4 is the option to romance people. In the ending, one of the characters goes crazy, and also AJ is there. Like that. And also I remember the production story that Telltale, the company, basically got fucked over while mid-production of the final season. So the fact that they actually did finish the last episodes of it at all is kind of a miracle. So yeah. But yeah. I'm going to assume Violet, but I don't remember what either Violet or Louis are like, so we will see. Time will tell. Did you see the video game Jump Force? It wasn't received well. I've played it. Like, yeah, it's not great, but it's good. You know, like, it's an average gameplay type of game with a bunch of cool characters and stuff. So yeah, I like it for that at the very least. Like Jump Force is pretty cool. I especially like that you get to make your own anime, dude. That's very cool. So yeah. But yeah, your experience with Kate was mixed signals. You were relieved to see Kate alive in the junkyard. I don't see why that counted as mixed signals, considering, you know, I mean, I'm glad she lived, I didn't dislike her. I would have made it like Smash Bros, to be honest. Yeah, like, I guess that was kind of what they were going for with Jump Force, I imagine, but, yeah, I mean, personally, I don't mind that it was a 3D fighter, like, I quite like that aspect of it, but at the same time, I guess a 2D fighter would have been easier to balance, so fair enough. You were relieved to see Kate in the junkyard, you supported Kate's plan to escape Richmond, you told Kate you wanted a future with her, you told Kate you wanted to start a family with her. In hindsight, I wish I didn't say that, other than the obvious joke of, oh, I get to do it raw with Kate, well, count me in. Like, yeah, like, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have, but you know what, it's not the end of the world. I get so, you know, whatever, it's cool. Your experience with Gabe was caring. Yeah, like, Gabe, you are a funny man. You're a very strange individual, like, I started off, like, assuming I'd hate you but wanting to be understanding, and then for the most part you weren't too bad until, like, the last 2 or 3 episodes. You went from being annoying but good in some ways to a massive cock goblin in other ways. The worst ending is David and Gabe die and Kate goes missing. Oh boy, well, I'm glad I didn't go that route, so yeah. You made Gabe happy by agreeing to stay in the trailer for the night. You told Gabe the truth about his neighborhood friend. You helped Kate save Richmond before going after Gabe. You gave a bitten Gabe your gun so he could prevent himself from turning. Yeah, I don't have any regrets in terms of Gabe, yeah. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Huh. Oh boy. You reassured Tripp by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott. Then you went behind Tripp's back to get to the junkyard sooner. In the end, Tripp saved your life on the overpass despite you not choosing him to be saved. Yeah, damn shame, but yeah. Tripp, you were a good dude. You're a great dude, even. And, I'm sorry that happened to you. Ellen Nussey, you took Eleanor on her offer to sneak away from the horses in the junkyard. Then Eleanor leaked your plan to incite resistance against Joan, but you forgave Eleanor for betraying you. Yeah, in comparison... Oh. Rip Trip. Did you ever play Minecraft Story Mode? No, I have not, but I've heard of it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean... Okay, yeah, so, with regards to Eleanor right now, I'm starting to think maybe the reason they didn't give Eleanor much of a of a romance is probably because, you know, like, if you look at Tripp, like, I think back on my time with Tripp, and there were a lot of choices between the three main ones listed here that, you know, that make me think, oh yes, this individual thing helped me with Tripp. Whereas with Eleanor, I get where she felt a little bit more shallowly created. You know, like, yeah, like, you can agree to do some stuff with her, eventually she'll always betray you, and then you just decide whether or not you're cool with her after that. So yeah, in comparison, it's, you know, it's a little bit, less deep, I guess you could say. Ava. Clementine took Ava up on her offer to meet and join the New Frontier. Then you convinced Ava to help you after she caught you and Gabe stealing guns. Finally, you picked Ava to live, but Joan shot her to teach you a lesson. And again, like, I wish Ava didn't die, but it was, I mean, if the social role of the crowd was more important, then I could have seen, like, Joan killing Ava specifically as a very, like, good, well, I say as a good power play for me becoming leader, because she shot one of her own people. Really, she was going a bit power mad, to say the least. I'm gonna try to save everyone Season 3. I mean, I hope that's possible. I don't think it is, but it might be, so if so, fair enough. Besides the people who have to die like Tripp. Yeah, besides the people who have to die like Tripp or Ava, yeah. Clementine ignored Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Yeah, ignored his medical advice because he openly said he was all okay with watching AJ die and saving that medicine for someone else who needed it. So yeah, he was just being a dingus because he cared more about adults. Which, with that said, I will say that Lingard's philosophy on AJ to some degree parallels mine with AJ on Season 2. Because, like, for the longest time, I didn't give two shits about AJ myself. You know, like, yeah, specifically the thing of Jane endangered a baby's life in order to gaslight a mentally ill man into attacking her just to prove a point. And if Jane had endangered an adult character's life in order to enact that same plan, then I would rightly be less conflicted on my choice between Kenny and Jane, as opposed to now, where it's like, oh, well, because I don't care much about AJ, of course I'm going to see the conflict between Jane and Kenny as more, you know, as more weighty and equal in some ways. So, yeah. Then you gave Lingard a lethal injection. Yes, I did. And Lingard told you AJ's location shortly before dying. Yeah. Not that it hugely matters, because I'm going to go on a limb and assume even if you spare Lingard, he's still fluffing, you know, whatchamacallit, what's it called? Yeah, he still tells Clem how to find AJ, probably, just because AJ is in the last season. So, yeah. Conrad. You coached Francine through Conrad's poker game and lost horribly. Then, when Gabe threatened Conrad, you convinced your nephew to lower his gun. Later, you shot Conrad. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, when I shot Conrad after he threatened Gabe, like, I think, yeah, Conrad was going off the deep end with that. And also there's the fact that he threatened, not only did he threaten to shoot an innocent party, he threatened to shoot an innocent party whomst I personally, like, told him not to shoot. You know, so, you know, a little bit of, appreciation would have been nice, to say the least. Season 3 is my favourite by far. Okay, that's interesting. For me personally, so far, I would say, you know what, maybe. I'd say it's a toss-up between 2 and 3 so far for me. Like, I will say some of the storytelling in 2 is more intense, and I like that aspect of it. But in Season 3, like, good things happening for everyone feels more possible, and that it's not predestined to become a tragedy. So there's that. It has so many more roots than the others. The Carver arc was so good. Yeah, here's the thing. The Carver arc was good. It was really good, I'd say. It had the opportunity to be great if Carver wasn't a 2-episode long villain. Like, I would have liked to see more of him, frankly. Okay, apologies everyone, I have to blow my nose right now. Please kindly look away from what you're about to hear. Oh boy. Oh, that was disgustorous. But yeah, Carver arc was good. Luke was nice. I also liked Becca's arc as well. You know, Becca started off as a massive jerk face, and then she warmed up to us. You know, as opposed to me getting stabbed in the back by Bonnie, whomst I really liked. Bonnie lass, Bonnie baby, Bonnie boo boo. Why the hell did you have to do me so dirty in the least sexual way possible? Rebecca's death was so sad. Yeah, it really was. Yeah. And also, like, I know Bonnie, like, what the fuck. Yeah. And, also, the death of that other guy was sad as well. I've forgotten his name, but, one of Kenny's companions, the bald one, yeah, like, he really shouldn't have had to die. Well, I say he shouldn't have had to die. He shouldn't have died because I wanted to be Rambo for a bit. You know, like, yeah, I really fucked everyone over in that episode, so yeah. Walter, yes, thank you. I liked Walter. You know, I mean, at least now he's reunited with his partner, you know, much like Dave and his right hand, but, yeah, but yeah, when you met Jesus, when you met him, you trusted Jesus and didn't bind his hands. Then you promised Jesus to always do the right thing in helping Richmond survive. Lastly, you promised Jesus you would help lead Richmond. I'm on my second playthrough and I'm Season 2, Episode 5. Oh boy. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I hope you've been enjoying it. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess, do you have any particular favourite moments from, like, your recent playthrough, or anything else you picked up on? Joan? Oh, it's a question mark? Ah, colour me intrigued. You told Joan the New Frontier was to blame for Mariana's death. Then you brought Max to expose Joan to the Richmond Council. Currently, Joan's whereabouts are unknown. Okay, that's some bullshit, man. That is some BU double hockey stick type bully scheisse, you know? Because, yeah. Like, you know what? Yeah, like, I mean, I know I said Carver had the potential to be a great villain. Joan also had the potential to be a great villain, but also got undercut by just, you know, no longer existing and just running away somewhere in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So, yeah. Like, yeah. What the hell, man? Yeah. Like, yeah, like, say what you will about Carver, at least he got to do shit, whereas all of the shit Joan did, we only ever just heard about. And her whole deal was that she had a lot of social power over people. So, I feel like in terms of, like, again, Joan was a decent villain for what she was doing, but, yeah, Joan was a decent villain for what she was doing. However, I really would have liked to see that alternate version of the game where you actually had to play politics with Joan even more and really try your best to influence the election in your favor, let's say. Sarah were to die anyway? Yeah. I mean, that's just a question of how did your Sarah die? Like, in terms of me, my Sarah died when we were escaping to, the fucking, what's it called? When we were escaping to the building, and then, Sarah got crushed by some wood, and I told Jane to try to save her, but, yeah, no, that didn't go well. I love the boat, God Kenny, but... but Jane is more of a badass. Yeah, I like... I mean, Jane is very admirable, especially before the events of the final episode. You know, like, if it wasn't for Jane doing kind of a heel turn and a 180 in the final episode, then I would have had absolutely no problem shelving him for, shelving Kenny for Jane, but, yeah, but I do like Kenny more. Yeah, I mean, I would say, as a person, you know, I mean, like, if Kenny and Jane were real, I would rather hang out with a Kenny, but, yeah, like... Well, I gotta go. Have a good night, man. Yeah, same to you. Take care, man. But yeah, like, as I was saying, like, if Kenny and Jane were real, Kenny is a more likable dude, but also, in terms of a survival setting, I would rather Jane have my back, even though she would probably also stab it, but at the very least, she's confident. But not just confident, she's more competent than Kenny, you know, like, I would rather be with someone who knows what they're doing, even though, in some cases, being with someone who cares about you more is also better. So, yeah, like, yeah, it's kind of a balancing act, it's hard to say, but, yeah. Clint kicked you out of Richmond for stealing gas. Then you took Clint's deal and spared Joan's life. Finally, David shot Clint on stage after you agreed to Clint's deal. I'm going to go on a wild goose guess and assume that Clint dies no matter what, because, I mean, the only other option would be, like, for some reason, if I decide not to take Clint's deal, if David shoots Joan instead of Clint, and Clint is the one who goes missing, then that makes no sense. So, yeah, like, it kind of sounds like no matter what, Clint probably bites the dust first anyway, so yeah. Did you stand with David on the ledge? 92% did. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like heights. You and 28% of players came clean about your relationship with Kate. 53.6% of players confessed your love for Kate. Oh, I didn't confess my love for Kate? I mean... okay. I mean, I thought I did confess my love to her, but, okay then. Whatever, it's cool. I guess, maybe because I didn't kiss her in the first couple episodes, maybe I could have confessed my love then. But then again, there were multiple opportunities to confess things to Kate as well, so I imagine it could have been also to do with that as well. 15.9% of players denied having a relationship with Kate, but David didn't believe you. I'm sorry, what? 2% of players said nothing. Okay, hang on. 15... Oh, okay, this was something I didn't do. Denied having a relationship with Kate. Okay... So basically, David doesn't believe shit. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah. Again, this is another, like, an interesting but annoying element of David's character, you know, like I straight up told him that me and his wife were knocking boots and he didn't believe me. Yeah. So take that how you will. You and 36% of players fought back as David took out his anger on you. Okay, so I'm going to go on a wild guess chase and assume the reason the majority of people didn't fight against David is because if you don't fight against him, then you can, like, spare him, and then he'll magically become a better person. Personally, I think David was abusive beyond a point that was reasonable. I think self-defense is a very real thing that should be taken into consideration. And, you know, and sometimes you can't always let someone get away with mistreating you. And sometimes, you know, and like just, you know, sometimes just letting choices, am I right? Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like at the end of the day, like, you know, like, yes, I do advocate for forgiveness, but forgiving people doesn't mean that you always have to let them bend you over. So, to put it that way. So, yeah. Oh, hold up. What is this? Oh boy, one moment. Aha, see. Did you go after Gabe with Kate? You and... Oh! The majority of players went with Kate and sealed the Richmond breach. Okay, I'm assuming that means the majority sealed the Richmond breach first. In which case, fluffing... I mean, I guess people just really don't like Gabe and... Oh wait. Oh, hang on, did you go out? Yeah, like, I mean, it makes sense. People don't like Gabe or David, so fair enough. Yeah, that checks out, yeah. Yeah, especially if Clem is willing to go with you, you know, if you cultivate your relationship with her, so yeah. Fair enough. Did Clementine come along with you? You and 46.7% of players. After the fight with David, Clementine teamed up with you. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so it seems like a close call, but I guess the equality of it means that there's probably not a huge difference. But yeah, at the very least, a lot of people managed it, and yeah, like, I quite like having Clementine on my side. The only reason I could imagine someone not wanting Clementine on their side would be if sending Clementine after one person while you do the other task is probably, you know, might have an impact on the ending, maybe. Oh, and there we go. Your Clementine became a reformed loner. Clementine and AJ travelled solo through dangerous territory, fighting off walkers and barely surviving. In her short time with the new frontier, Clem showed hope and grace, trusting in others, but looking out for AJ first and foremost. When Javi and David fought at the water tower, Clem remembered a similar fight long ago at a snow-covered rest stop. She took a carefully placed shot to stop David's violence without killing him. Once David left in the truck with Gabe, Clem realized that splitting up was unacceptably dangerous. She went along with Javi to save the person she chose. Okay, that's interesting, so it sounds like my decision to try to be nice to Clementine and, like, get her out of her funk, to some degree made her, it regained her morals, but also at the cost, or maybe not at the cost, but alongside the desire of wanting to stay with the group again. So whether or not that goes well in the final season is going to be very interesting and loaded. So yeah. Oh, we got something here. Okay, you really had to use... I mean, it's badass and everything, but you really had to use the gun when you know that sound draws them. Whatever, it's cool.
I'm gonna find you, AJ.
I really like this music, too. Clementine's story will continue. Okay. Well, that was certainly interesting. Yeah, I guess, so yeah, I mean, Ian Rios, not to suck my own dick too much, but I very much recommend you check out the rest of this series and, if you go to my channel, you should see a playlist with all of the past episodes in order. So yeah, yeah, indeed. So yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, we'll also like reshuffle through all of my past choices as well. So let's have a look, see, shall we? Okay, so episode 1. Okay, and you know, I'll also do a little recap of the story as well for your viewing pleasure, like while I explain each choice. So, in the beginning of episode 1, you and this family that you're with, that's Javier. I want to play for myself. Oh, okay. In that case, I'll ignore my past choices then, because I don't want to bias you too much. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, so I'm going to splinter off the 4th season into its own episode. But also I want to play other things at the moment as well. So yeah, I guess yeah, so I guess I'm going to end this stream here in a moment, and I'll flip on over to another game. I'll probably do either another story-based game, Sifu, or God of War maybe, or Fortnite. You know, one of those probably. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been TopNotAnalysis, your favourite YouTube video essayist, reviewer, talkie man, on the YouTubes, Reddits, TikToks, and Tumblrinos. Follow the YouTube channel TopNotAnalysis, where I have my reviews on video games and films and video essays and stuff. Also, I recently made a film review for Halloween. That was fun. It's not my best work, but it's sure as fuck not my worst. And, yeah. Long story short of that review, go and watch Villains. It's a damn good movie. It's on Netflix and other places. Yeah, and other places. So, yeah. So, yeah, check that out if you like. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here for if you go over to my playlist area on this channel, then you'll see my funny moments. I like a good funny moment, and yeah, just editing that shit just really warms my soul, you know. And also the fucking what's it called? Fun Time Politics. It's a fun time. It's about politics, and sometimes it's about trains. That's my podcast series. The last episode we did was with my ex, and we had a debate about the politics of the Lion King. So yeah, that was quite fun. So yeah, yeah, I'll love and leave you for now. I might pop on back in a bit. Take care now, bye-bye then, and I will talk to you later. Take care, all.